Flosstube. It is Friday the 8th of July, I believe. I am doing this video today. I was hoping to do it last week, but I had a birthday last week, so I was very busy. I had lots of lovely things for my birthday. So I've got loads to tell you. I have a couple more FFOs. I think that's going to be it for a while because I'm back on my larger projects now, so they'll take a while to finish. What have I done? Oh, I got my hair did. Had about 6 or 7 inches chopped off. Just needed a change. But I feel like a new woman. Jared's not very impressed, bless him. He doesn't like change, so he's not overly impressed. So I've written notes today. I'll show you my FFOs first. I think you'd already seen Afternoon in New York. And then, oh gosh, that was close. I feel a bit of a dither today. So my focus for June was to finish Afternoon in London and Afternoon in Paris, and I did those. So that's Afternoon in London. I had a bit of trouble framing all three, getting the exact distance. I think I did the one 3 times. I'm never going to take these out of the frame. They look a mess. Not a very good job framing at all. It's a bit wider on that side than the other two, but I don't think you'll really notice when they're up. I plan to hang them 3 in a row or column. So they're done. So I think that's 6 of my mania starts that are FFO'd now. I still haven't got round to framing that little dahlia and sunflower, but I'll do those soon. So I don't feel so overwhelmed with all what I had on the go. I'm not sure if I'll do Stitch Mania next year. I might do it differently. I might save some of the starts that I did and put them into Mania for next year if I don't carry on with them. I'll do a couple because there's a couple there that I really want to do. But so what have I worked on? There was a stitch along on the 1st of July in Cross Stitch It's Fun. I think it was only for one day, and it was around the world. So I did Broadway Street, which is in San Francisco, from the Debbie Patrick Designs. So this is still on my frame, so I'll just hold it up. So that's how far I got done. This is so lovely to stitch. I love stitching this. I did a bit of back stitch there last night. I don't know if you can see, it's supposed to be an umbrella, but I can't really see that it's an umbrella, and it doesn't really look very much like an umbrella on the picture either. But this is my new lap stand that hubby bought me for my birthday. It's really good. I really love that. So it's quite comfy to stitch that, and it came in this travel case, so you can strap it in and take it on the go. I probably won't use the case for much, and it's got a pocket, and it's got like a lap thing. So if you're on the go and you want it actually on your lap, and the fabric, there's a little groove in the top of the scroll, and the fabric sits in, and then these little, they're like Q-snap clamps that go along. So that's quite good. I really like that. Bless it. Oh, and it comes with a thing to tighten the wing nuts really tight, because if they're not really tight when you move, it does flop down a little bit. So that was my one whip. Where's my notes? And then there was another stitch along, which was on 24th of June in Stitch Mania, and it was the colour, 1 day colour stitch along that they're having once a month, and it was Pretty in Pink. So I started the where's the the pattern is from Cross Stitch Gold issue 148, and the pattern is the Sewing Sampler. I'm surprised I picked this actually because it's got loads of back stitch and there's a lot of stop starting, but this is what, so I've loosened the hoop so it's a bit, if I put that behind it might not glare through. So that's the start I've made. I love it. So I'm really pleased with that. There's a lot of these little buttons and thread reels. I might not put them all in. Sorry. So that was, I did that for the Pretty in Pink for the fabric. That's 28 count Lugana called Shani. That's from Chromatic Alchemy. That was one of the fabric of the months. And I made some project bags based on Vonna, the Twisted Stitches tutorial. So I made this one, and then I lined it with just black spot because that's what I had, but instead of using Velcro I used a little magnetic handbag clip, and I did this one a little bit bigger so it fits my hoop, it fits the chart in, and it also fits my little bobbin box, and that all fits in and closes. So I'm really chuffed with those. They're so easy to make. I've got plans to make so many. And I made another one while I was there. I made a smaller one with some sewing reels and buttons, and I did the very magnetic clasp on that one as well. And for this one, oh, it's got a little sewing machine fabric on the inside. For this one, I made a little sleeve on the front so you can put your project name in. But I don't know if I'll do that on many because it was a bit of a faff, to be honest. I cut, you know, these plastic wallets. I cut one of those up and stitched it on the front. I was quite pleased with that. What else have I worked on? Oh, and then I was doing this stitch along for Arty Moments where you stitch her pattern and send it to a stitchy friend. I tried to stitch it on this, I've shown you this fabric before. I tried to stitch it on this sparkly 28 count. I just could not see. I don't know if I'm going to be able to use this because it might be slightly too dark. I tried it with the light underneath, but so I had to take it out, and I did it on, let's put something behind it. I did it on just 28 count even weave. So that's quite good. I put my initials in the little thing. Whatever that white thing is. So that was another finish as well. I forgot about that one. And then I got my Heaven and Earth design back out, my Ex Machina, and now it's back out. I can't put it down. I love stitching it on it so much. So the challenge number 3 started on the 1st of July. I don't know if you remember me saying I had a bit of the 1 page done, so I want to finish that before I start the challenge. So I think I had that row done across there. And I picked this up last Saturday, so this week I've done all this. So I've only got this section to do, but that's it all. And then this page will be my challenge page. And I signed up for the challenge, and then I thought, well, I'll sign up, but I'm not actually sure if I'm going to do it or not. I find it a bit weird working across, because the challenge is you have to stitch a whole page using the parking method, but you have to stitch either one row all the way across and park down, or a row of 10 by 10 blocks and then park down. And I find it really hard going across, but I think I'm going to do it. I'll finish that page. I need to finish that page by tomorrow, because where was the stitch along? Oh, the weekly challenge in Cross Stitch It's Fun ran from the 3rd of July, and it finishes tomorrow, the 9th of July, and it's to have a finish or a page finish. So that's given me a real thingy to get that page done, and then I can start the challenge. So I've worked on that every day since Saturday, so that's quite good going. So we're up to day 111 on that project from when I started it, and day 6 on Broadway Street. And I think I worked, how many days did I work? I worked 5 days on that, the sewing sampler on the pink fabric. So I've had quite a good stitchy week, got quite a bit done. I'm still really behind on Flosstube. I've tried to watch the recent ones that have been uploading, but Wimbledon's been on and it's been so exciting. I do love the tennis. Excuse me. There's a stitch along in Cross Stitch Finish Line, and they've done loads for every other weekend, and it's a weekend rush, and you have to stitch. You have to take a before and after pic, and you have to stitch 500 stitches over the weekend, and then you get entered into a draw to win a £50 123 stitch gift certificate. So it's really kind of, these ladies are amazing that do all these stitch alongs, and they're really, really fun, and I love doing them, and it gives me, I love stitching anyway, and I will always stitch, but it just gives you that, you know, that push to either finish something or just gives you little goals. I think my rotations in future, I'm going to do goal-based rotations, because I've tried the other rotations where I do one project for a week or one project for a month, or, you know, that sort of thing, and they've been good and I've stuck to them. But like with the Heaven and Earth, a week's not long enough really to, well, it's just not long enough. So what I've been doing this week, I've left that big scroll frame set up in my dining room, and I've been doing a couple of hours each day in the day when I've got some time, and then I've been stitching on my smaller pieces in the evening in the living room. So that's working out quite well. So I think with the goal-based, setting myself little goals, and with the stitch alongs, I'm going to do it like that for a while. That none of my other whips are calling to me at the moment, so I'm going to stick with Broadway Street. I should probably not stitch on the sewing sampler now for a little while. I think there's a stitch along, I might do it for one of the weekend rush ones to get some done. And there's another stitch along on the 1st of August in Cross Stitch It's Fun, and I think that theme is nature, so I might pick out one of my flower whips and work on that. And Stitch Mania 24th of July, back in black, so that's the other colour, and I might dig out my WWE chart that I'm going to make into a cushion and do that. I did a little bit on Old World Map just after my last video, and I've gone really, really wrong. I've gone horribly wrong, and I can't find it. So I started up here, And this page here is going to be similar to this sort of theme. So I'm not sure if where I've gone wrong is going to be really noticeable, because obviously it's making people and really defining the picture, and I think the banner is right, but all this here it's really wrong, and I can't find where it is. I don't know what to do. I don't know if I can face frogging it all out. I might fudge a little bit and just... The trouble is, until you put that last bloody stitch in, you can't see how the picture is formed. So I'm a bit gutted about that. I don't quite know what to do about that. I'm probably going to have to end up taking it all out. I've studied and studied that chart, and I can't see. So it was my birthday last week, so my daughter took me to Hereford for the day on last Friday, the 1st of July. It was my birthday on the Thursday. And we went to a fabric warehouse. Oh my God. There was so much in there. It was just unbelievable. So I didn't buy any fabric for myself because I have tons. So she chose some fabric. She wants me to make her some project bags and some little bits and pieces. So as I've said before, she's mad on Alice in Wonderland. So we got these half meter fabric. I think they were like £3 or something like that for a half meter. So she chose three different colours of, and it's got all the little bits. And so we've got a green, sort of a peachy pink. Oh, that's not green. That's like a beigey taupe. And then that one is the green. So they're really nice. And then I bought some spotty to line them, or whatever I make, do whatever. So I'm quite looking forward to making those. And then we found some Pac-Man fabric. She wants me to make some table mats for her boyfriend, because he loves all the 80s retro gaming stuff. So I'm going to make him some table mats and mug rugs or something with that. And we had a lovely day. We went to Nando's for lunch, and it was just really, really nice to spend some nice time. She bought me for my birthday, well, her and Jared bought me these leather Harry Potter journals. They're almost too nice to write in, but I might use one to put all my stitch alongs and things like that in. And then on Sunday I went to the NEC, to the big stitching show. I have to say I was very disappointed. There was one stand with a bit of cross stitch on. There was a stand that had all sorts of bits and pieces that you could buy, hoops and scissors and all stuff like that. And they had a DMC twirly thing, but like it was really expensive. And there was a lot of other crafts there which I'm not that interested in. If you're interested in a lot of different crafts, then it's a good place to go. But I think there was only 2 fabric stands as well for quilting. But I did get some. I bought two hoops. I think it's a 9-inch and a 10-inch. Yeah, 10-inch and 9-inch. They were quite a good price actually. And then I just bought some. I bought 2 other fat quarters of 18 count Ada for the other Debbie Patrick houses. And then I bought, that's quite large, that is, some 28 count even weave in, I think it's cream. I can't see. My fabric of the month will probably be here today from Chromatic Alchemy. And I went on the Heaven and Earth website. I don't know if I showed you the Challenge 2 reward. I think I really, really like that. That's a QS Milady. So I do actually really want to do that one. I went through my head charts the other day actually, and there's a few there now that I don't think I'll do. But, so there were some freebies. This is Egyptian Queen. That's quite nice. So they're printed off ready. And then this one, this is, oh gosh. Oh, I didn't realise this was so big. The stitch count is 625 by 749. But it's such a beautiful picture. It's Stitcher's Retreat. Can you see that line? I love these sort of old-fashioned sewing scenes and things like that. I will do that one day. And then I bought a magazine, Cross Stitch Gold, issue 130. I'm thinking of subscribing to this one because every month I get it. I really like it. That I really like. There is a lot of backstitch in her lace collar. That designer is Leslie Tier. But I thought that would be a sort of introduction because I fancy trying a Joan Elliott. I was watching Stephanie, Mrs. Oh So Crafty. Oh, she stitches such beautiful Joan Elliott's, and every time I watch her videos and she shows more, she showed her all the ones hanging up her stairway. I do really want to try one, so that might be sort of a bit of an introduction to do that one. And then I bought this one. Oh, it's a nice sunflower. So that would be nice to do for the nature stitch along. I bought this. I keep forgetting to put markers in this because there was one. I saw a preview, and it's what made me buy the. Oh, there it is. That one. I really, really love that. That's designed by Kate Knight. That looks fairly simple-ish as well. There's a few French knots, but I actually think I have mastered French knots now. I did some in something or other. I've done them a few times now and think I've mastered them. So that is, there was something else and I forgot. I think that's it. So I'm pleased with those other finishes. My daughter has started stitching the Harry Potter crests that I started. I think she's on Hufflepuff, and when she finishes that I think I'm going to give her the other three, and that will get my whip pile down quite a bit. Oh, the other thing, oh yes, that's what it is. I was watching, well I watched it a while ago, Pam Reed's tutorial. She did a little video using her laying tool, and there's a lot of white on that Broadway Street pattern, and as you know, white is so unforgiving. So I went back and rewatched Pam's video and thought, that's what I need, is a laying tool. So you know when you say to your hubby, oh, have you got anything that you could use for this, or can you make me something, because he's pretty good like that. He said, oh, I've got the perfect thing. So he got me a laying tool, so it's tapered at the one end. It's absolutely perfect. It's the perfect size, it's not heavy. I was looking on an embroidery, I think it was a Japanese embroidery website, and they're really expensive. So this is actually a body piercing stretcher tool, but it's perfect. So I've been using that for the white, and it really makes them lay nice, and seems to help with my tension as well, because you only pull it as far as that goes. So I think that's it. So my plans for June, well, this week I'm going to get that page finished on the Ex Machina today or tomorrow. There's some exciting tennis matches today, so probably won't do it today. But I always have a really good stitchy day on a Saturday, so I'm going to finish that. And then next week I'm working in hubby's shop next week, so I will take some small, I'll probably take Broadway Street to do. I might take that little sunflower to just to finish, because I think it only needs another hour or two. And then the week after, Jared breaks up from school, so we'll have 6 weeks at home. And because he doesn't really like going out, I will get loads of stitching done over the summer holidays. So I will probably do challenge 3 and finish that over the summer. So I think once I get into it, that it won't take very long. So they're all my plans really for the rest of July. Oh, this is not. Oh, sorry, something just popped up on my phone. We still recording? Yeah. This is not stitchy related, but hubby bought me some boots for my birthday. Oh God, I have to show you. They're just amazing. I love them. It's like wearing a pair of slippers as well. So and they're fleecy lined, so I'm waiting for it. I actually want it to be cold now so I can wear my new boots. So I love those. I was really, really spoiled for my birthday. It was so lovely. I have such a lovely little family. So that's it for today. I'm off out for coffee now with my lovely friend because I haven't seen her for a while, and then I shall come back and watch Wimbledon and hopefully do a bit of stitching. Thank you for all your lovely comments on my last video. Jared really enjoyed it. You all left lovely things. I have to admit, I had to look up what peanut gallery meant. I hadn't heard that before. So he was definitely peanut gallery. There was one comment I had to remove. It was probably left as a joke. She put something like, well, I think it was a she. She put something like, the peanut gallery couldn't be heard properly, so he should just shush. And if it was meant as a joke, I'm sorry for removing it, but Jared reads all the comments and he doesn't understand jokes. He's very literal. So I removed that one, but he really enjoyed it. Yeah, so he's always keeping an eye on my channel and saying, when are you making another video? So he probably will be in future videos, but thank you for all your lovely comments. You're all so, so sweet. I love you all. And I'll try and catch up on Flosstube once the tennis is over, which will be this weekend. And thank you for subscribing and liking. Oh, got the Flosstube itchy ear. So yes, I will see you all probably not until near the end of July now. Got a few busy weeks, and then once the summer holidays are here, like I say, I'll have 6 weeks of house arrest. So happy stitching, have a great rest of July, and I will see you all very soon. Bye.